Basically, the Shirley card was like a reference for shooting film to like calibrate it. And she was a white woman, was that helped enable the racial biases in film and television in terms of like characters and stories. So I shot classic films in like black and white and then juxtaposed them with what images that I shot, sort of like recreating those scenes with black actors like this. But I knew I wanted it to end with, you know, my own Shirley card. So that's one thing that I love about working with found footage, exploring different archives. And, you know, I can't speak with the people who came generations before me, but I can interact with them on this timeline where I'm inputting my own voice into what they were saying. And then 20 years from now, somebody else might find it. And I hope somebody else would find it and then remix it into like their own.
The internet has a lot of greatness. I always wanted to code music. So then I got into processing around 2014. On the path, I started realizing I can do animation, I can do audio visual, I can do installation. So then I just told myself I'm always going to try to mix everything together. And most of the time I just experiment, right? And I think it also helps that I know a lot of people that have developed tools. So one of the things that I really do is like take their tools and try to break it in like a meaningful way. And I use tools that other people have built and I just change it to something else. And then it starts becoming a discussion on what is language.
Like I try to build everything from Renaissance paintings. I'll go into the Met folder and these are all public domain, Creative Commons, even for commercial for use.
Wow. Okay.
So like I'd go in and I just like cut out a little like, you know, a part of the brick wall here and make my own brick wall, for example. Or, you know, I take the collar off this shirt or the necklace off this lady and make some new things. This is a random character generator I'm working on with my friend Tyson Parks.
Awesome.
Like we took like different, like, you know, all these mouths and noses.
Is this something that you will put out that people can play with eventually? And
that's the goal. And they could generate their own kind of random characters.
Oh, this looks incredible. A lot of what I do is based on panoramic imagery. I like to position myself within the space and just kind of think about what experiences am I trying to invoke? What sense am I trying to create? I try to move away from just consuming the virtual space to actually having agency and actually influencing it. So this was a space that I created kind of using those techniques for the remix exhibition. This is a piece called The Black House, and it's a kind of reinterpretation of the White House with kind of imagery of protests mixed with kind of pop culture. It will make it much more of an interesting space when there's creation as well as experience.
This is DALL-E text to image. Slap in any text and see what pops out. How to do an artist watch me work live. How to do an artist watch me work live if you're a performance artist. How to do an artist watch me work live if you're a queer performance artist. How to do an artist watch me work live if you're an aging queer performance artist. Okay, so you know the TV show The Mentalist? I've renamed it The Menopausalist and redoing that opening title sequence.
Ah, okay.
So really just kind of working with these different images. What are these images made of and how many images are they made of? The ethics, like where, not only are where things, you know, kind of coming from, if it's image based, how are these images, you know, aggregated and spit out? If they are scrubbing for Creative Commons content, fair dealing and fair use, that they're using that to be able to use the internet as a data set, as opposed to things that are flagged. Who are you collaborating with as an artist?
I am not an image maker. So for me, I'm inspired by the stuff around me. And the hunt, the search, like the image, the search and find existing and found things, objects, images. This is a poster now through Just Seeds in Creative Commons, created by the artist Swoon. This is a Google Cardboard that I was playing with. So I've embedded some video in the eyes, and then I've played with some PNGs to kind of get this kind of 3-dimension, so you can wear it as a digital mask. Trying to play with the push the limits of what Artivive can currently do in terms of getting a 3D effect from a 2D image.